Coach, we could probably play the audio from last night's game, from post-game, but is this a carbon copy from yesterday?
Yeah, obviously we got out to a lead there in the first period, and then it was just so many penalties and 4-on-4s. I can't think of the last time I coached a game where there was that many stoppages, 4-on-4s, power plays, penalty kills.
It certainly didn't slow down or take away any momentum from your hockey club.
No, I mean, it's much easier when you have the lead, clearly. You don't want to kill that many penalties, but, guys did a great job. But we came out ready to play, and we built ourselves a lead, and that's the cushion we had.
Biggest difference was the way you played physically?
Yeah, I think we've,
In the two games.
yeah, our forecheck, and we have some big guys that can forecheck hard. And then, Waddy's played really well of late, his forechecking, but then he gets rewarded. He gets a shorty, he gets that other one, goes to the net, and I thought he was a presence in both games.
What's to say about him that he came back?
Well, he's as tough as anyone. I mean, he's done whatever he's had to stay in the NHL. I mean, I don't think he'd ever been in a fight until he was in his 20s, and he did whatever he had to stay in the NHL. He blocks shots. He does whatever he has to. So I wasn't shocked to see him come back.
How fired up was the bench when Zoom dropped the glass?
Well, good for him. He had to. The guy grabbed him. It wasn't, I'm sure, he didn't go looking for it. I mean, we have plenty of guys for that, and, they kind of find their way to a guy that doesn't fight. Didn't make a lot of sense to me, but Zuby did well.
You've often talked about the maturity of your team. Would you say these two games back-to-back are the most mature games that your team has played, maybe in your tenure as head coach?
Yeah, clearly you can just see the maturity of Brady and Shabby and these guys as they get older. They're into the 250, 300 games, 400 games. Some of these guys now, they've watched plenty of good teams over their time and how they play and how they react. And clearly there's a difference in maturity from them now to 4 years ago when I got here. And now they're starting to be difference makers every night. They know what they have to do to win. You're not going to happen every night, but they know the way they have to play.
A couple of weeks ago, your general manager basically said, next 7 games, you're going to dictate what I do at the deadline. You guys went 4-2-1 in those games. Do you think that was a message from the guys in the room that they wanted to kind of, I guess, say, hey, we're in this race and we'd like our general manager to act accordingly?
Well, I mean, he's going to do his job. My job's to coach the team. And these guys are trying to win every single game. As a coach, we've been trying to go month to month. I believe 6-3-1 in February. So, I mean, we're going month to month to try and get in this thing. Now we're in the pack. It's been a long time to get here. But March might be the toughest month of the year for us. So when you look at the caliber and the amount of games, I think it's 15 games coming. Pierre's got to do his job, and I'll do mine.
You had talked about playing meaningful games in March. You've arrived in March. Given where you were in November, what's it mean that you've at least put yourself back in the conversation?
Well, again, and I continue to say it, the leadership of our group, Drew, Brady, Shabby, Drake, the Cat, the guys on the back end, the fact that they haven't folded up with all the injuries and the negativity that surrounded us early on in the season, these guys continue playing hard for each other. They like coming to the rink. They're having fun. They're working. We're winning games. It's going to get harder in March.
You said March might be your hardest month. When you think about where this team's playing right now, how much more ceiling, though, is there for growth, improvement, even better play?
It's going to have to get better if you want to. If you look at these teams that are in our conference, the Eastern Conference, there's been some significant upgrades, and there's some teams that made these upgrades and have less than 10 wins or losses, on the season. So there's some tough games ahead of us. But we got to take it game by game and scratch and claw and see what we can come up with. If on April 1st we're right in there, I know we're going to push. But we know how hard this month is ahead of us.
Stützle's penalty shot there, it seemed like a big spot after going down early. What's your sense? It just seems like he enjoys the big spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, he's dynamic, right? I mean, that line, those 3 guys when they play together, and they don't always do, sometimes on the road or home, but those 3 guys, they can make plays. Timmy with his speed, Brady's physicality, and Drew's, brain and hockey sense. They're dangerous every time they're on the ice. And, you give Timmy a breakaway or penalty shot. I mean, he knows what he's doing. Take nothing away from goalie. Their goalie who's played really well. That's a heck of a move by him. But, young kid in the spotlight. He keeps proving that he wants to get better.
Does Mads Søgaard strike you as a guy that's played fewer than 10 games in the NHL?
No, but give credit to the goalie coach, Justin Peters, in the American League, and Berkey for working together with him. And the kid looks calm, and we know he's going to be a good goalie. He's come up and just done his thing, and I think that's what the best goalies. They just look like they're just doing their thing, and that's what he looks like.
Tim, how would you sum up the last 120 minutes of hockey?
I think we played great as a team. Everybody, did their job and played really well. And our goalies have been great. I think Taps was really good last night, and then Sogi looked really calm tonight, and had a great game too.
That penalty shot for you, like obviously not the start you guys wanted as a group, but like what's kind of specifically going through your head? And you've talked about this before. You don't know exactly what you're going to do.
It's definitely a big situation there to get us in the game. I mean, we didn't have the start we wanted, but it was big for us, for our group. And I talked to Painter. They talked to Berkey, so he kind of told me where I had to look, and in the end I finished off.
Tim, there was a lot going on the ice when that was called. Did you know it was a penalty shot right away?
No, I had no idea. I think there were a lot of penalties tonight. Not really a game where you get in the game a lot, so a lot of PK, a lot of power play, a lot of 4-on-4, 4-on-3. So it was just a weird game overall, but in the end we just stuck with it and played a great game.
I was surprised to read that Zoop dropped the gloves sequence.
That's awesome. He's great. He contributed a lot to the last couple of games there, and since he's been coming back from injury, I think he's playing really good hockey. And it's awesome to see. I think Bertuzzi's pretty tough too. So I just saw him all the time with eyes on his hat. So he was just smiling about it. So it was a fun moment for sure.
Well, what's the reaction of the bench? Austin Watson scores his second goal. He comes back and you've got blood dripping down his face. What's going on for you guys when you're seeing that?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the way he sallied after when he came off the ice, and the fans just got all the fans going. That was awesome. I mean, everyone knows he's coming back from almost everything, so we knew he's fine. And he played a hell of a game. I mean, he's a great guy, and he does all the right things. So it's awesome to see him get 2 goals there.
Do you ever give him tips on like his breakaway move? Looked like it was something out of your.
No, I just let him do a thing. I mean, it's just a great move. I told him, it was awesome. I mean, just great to see him score, and he was really fired out after that one.
Do you think these are the most complete efforts from your team these past 2 nights this season?
100%. I mean, we knew right from the start those 2 games were going to be really important for us, especially in the standings, and we showed tonight that we can be a really good hockey team. And first game only allowing 2 goals, second game only allowing 1 goal. On one side it's really good goaltending, but on the other side I think everybody blocked shots. Even at the end there's 6-1, and Sandy and Hammer were blocking shots and the penalty kill, so it was just awesome to see for us to play for the goalies too.
Now, how do you approach the month of March?
Stay with it. Win as many games as we can, and if we play the way we played those past games, I think we have a really good chance of winning hockey games, and we just got to stay with it and be focused.
Full team effort tonight from your eyes?
Yeah, that was awesome. Right from the get-go. We were hungry for those 2 points. We didn't just lean back after last night. We came back and wanted to play even better. So, it was unbelievable to see the effort the team put on today.
Coach described you in the nets as being very calm. Was there anything daunting going into this game here tonight with the importance of it?
Not really. I mean, I've been saying it before. Like, I just try to treat every game the same, and my preparation is always the same, and just try not to overthink it. It's just hockey is what I've been doing since I was pretty much 4 years old or something like that. So just having fun and making the most of the opportunity that's been given to me, and working as hard as I can, and it's great to be out there with the rest of the guys, and like I said, see the effort they put on tonight.
Matt, do you feel like the way you've played this last couple of weeks, like you're ready right now to step in and play down the stretch for this team as much as needed at the NHL level?
I mean, I think I've had some good games. There's still a lot of room to grow. I'm still learning every day. Just trying to learn as much as possible from all the guys in here. But you know, I'll let the management and coaching staff make that decision. You know, whether I play here or in Belleville, just want to do my best to help the organization win. And you know, being here is great. And you know, obviously it's you know where you want to be. But you know, I'll just you know, whether it's here or in Belleville, I'll just put my best foot forward and have the same work mentality and do my best.
How many stitches?
Oh, just a couple. The eye was the scary thing. Just I was bleeding in the eye a little bit, and it was hot and couldn't really see much. So Dom was able to, credit to Dom, I was kind of freaking out, and he was able to kind of diagnose it on the ice. He looked at it and said there was nothing wrong, and then I don't know what the hell I did coming off the ice. I was all excited that my eye was intact, so I just started, I don't know, put my hands up and shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So a little bit of a whirlwind moment for sure.
This two-game series, is this your kind of hockey?
Absolutely. You know, before coming here, I've had some good playoff experiences. I love this kind of hockey. Emotions are running high. It brings out the best in everybody, and you know, this is what you play for. So it's exciting to get out there, especially in a back-to-back set like this. You know, St. Clair after the game, it was, you know, the emotions are high. It's always chippy. It's always, you know, high energy. But I mean, it was just a great couple games by our group. You can see the guys maturing, and they want to play in these games, and it's good to have them here in Ottawa.
Where did you pull out that move on the breakaway goal, your first one?
Oh, guys, you guys don't watch practice? No, I'm just playing. I just, you know, we always mess around, and you know, I've always kind of throughout my career been able to find a way to score goals. You know, 20 goal years in the minors too. So I got a little bit of touch, more than maybe gets to show every night. But when the opportunity comes, obviously you want to make good on it.
You know, we get close to the trade deadline. I know your name's been kind of thrown out there, but the way that this team has played lately, they've kind of you guys have pulled yourself back in. You've played a big role here the last week. Do you feel like this is where Austin Watson wants to be?
Yeah, I don't think it's an enviable position that our you know, management and ownership group are in. Obviously, it's a team here that's really pushing. There's guys that are playing really well, and you know, you heard from Brass. You know, we put ourselves in a spot here where we're within a couple points of a playoff spot. So you know, the goal of any year is to make it to the playoffs and play in the playoffs. So we've got that opportunity here. So while I'm here, I'm grinding away.
So you mentioned you to see Zub drop the gloves.
That was great. Zuby, you know, it's kind of interesting to see how the last two games have gone. That's where they kind of decided to go for a little bit of fisticuffs. There's a few other takers on our team, but I mean, it is what it is. Zuby held his own great. He's a really strong guy. And quiet, so I don't know if I would pick on him. I don't know what he's got coming, you know. So he did a great job holding his own, and it's inspiring when you get guys that, you know, that's what these type of games do. It's all about the team. It doesn't matter whether it's fighting, whether it's blocking shots, whether it's driving to the net. Everybody's bought in and everybody's on board, so it was awesome.
You mentioned Broussard's comments yesterday. You feel that the whole team kind of would agree with what he's feeling, that you've done enough to kind of earn a little bit?
Well, I think we want to keep winning, and that's what we've been doing here since December. We've put ourselves in a spot where we can touch some of the teams ahead of us, and you know, we're right there. So you know, I think the group in here, you know, is focused on the day by day, but it's, you know, it's hard not to look at the standings to see where you are, and you know, it's tough when you know an ownership change is coming, because what are the rules? What are the parameters? You know, you got unrestricted free agents going into the trade deadline here. Can you sign them? You know, it's an interesting time. Like I said, it's unenviable to you know, I think for our management and those guys to be in this spot, but you know what, that's their job and that's what they get paid to do. So some decisions got to get made, I'm sure.
We've said that the past two games were almost playoff games, right? The way you guys are playing, you feel like this team is really built for the playoff, and maybe that past 2 wins even help you strive to push even more for the playoff, knowing that you're built for the playoff?
Yeah, I think this is 2.5 years now for me, and I really believe what we've done in that 2.5 year span is really, we've tried not to react to kind of what's going on the outside. We've tried to build inside here, and all the hard times that we've been through, all the getting past the trade deadline and kind of grinding out the season, but we've always stuck to, or tried to stick to, at least what we know is going to make us successful in the long run. And I think it's a credit to the coaching staff, it's a credit to the guys in here that everybody's bought into that. And yeah, I believe that this group plays the type of game that can be dangerous in the playoffs.
How would you sum up the last 2 games from the hockey team?
Fun atmospheres, fun games, huge points in the line, and divisional rival as well. So these are games that we were very excited to get up for, and we're definitely proud of the effort we put in. And now it's just focusing on getting a rest tomorrow, and then playing the way we need to play come Thursday.
Did you unintentionally send a message, do you think, to anybody?
I think we just wanted to play our game, and there's some physicality a part of our game, and we play fast, and we take care of one another. So I think that's big pieces of our identity, and I thought we played to our identity these last two games for sure.
Did you maybe send a message as a group to your general manager about what you'd like him to do ahead of Friday's deadline?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's kind of not our job to make those decisions, but we wanted to leave it all out there and give ourselves just a chance going down this final stretch. And whatever happens, we're just gonna nose to the grindstone and just keep going and keep pushing and keep doing whatever it takes to hopefully sneak in. But it starts to just one day at a time, getting to work and practice, and then going from there.
But at least this must feel refreshing for you, being through so many other trade deadlines, that it was clear that you were a seller, that this one must feel a little bit different for you.
Definitely. It's there's a little pressure there that the expectations with the start of the year and the way we fought back and kind of showed who we are and showed our how we've handled adversity from the start of the year. So I know it's really exciting in here, but we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But for me, this is kind of a unique to me. I haven't been a part of a push before. I haven't been part of potential buying, adding players, and whatever happens. Just know we're going to keep going and keep pushing.
What do you think of Stützle's sense of the occasion, just in how he executed that penalty shot?
Just so much swag, so much confidence. He's just an unbelievable player, and I'm just so lucky to be able to play with him on a line, and we're very lucky to have him. It's just he's special.
What do you think of Zub dropping gloves?
Oh, I loved it. Zuby's the best. He, I thought he did well. For his first one. So, he definitely had a good chuckle after. But he's stepped up. I mean, everybody's stepping up, and whether it's a fight, hit, goal, just doing the little things, back checking. It was a full team effort tonight.
Watson coming back to the bench.
Yeah, he's a warrior. Not many guys, get a stick close to the eye, nose, stitches, and all that, and come back, and just kind of shows that the people we have in the locker room, and just kind of the composure and how we want to just finish hard. So.
Did you think the hit by Larkin was a bit of a cheap shot?
Things happen in the game. It's right now I don't really care. I'm just happy we won, but that stuff happens, and we got a power play and scored, but it's a lot of emotions go through a game, and a lot of hits, a lot of contact. So I don't really care about it anymore.
Is part of the emotion that flex pose that you had?
Yeah, that was just in the moment. I don't really know what I was thinking there, but we're moving past it.